What's going on, guys? Hope y'all having a great day today. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about Madden 21 again, but more specifically EA's Playbook announcement and also how there's going to be adaptive AI. But before we get into that, we're just going to talk about a little bit about how Christian McCaffrey got into the 99 overall club. I thought that was super cool for him to get in the 99 overall club. Definitely deserved it. Had an absolutely monster season last year. Super fun to watch him. So, getting that 99 club, definitely a huge thing. And then the second thing before we get into today's video is if you have not pressed that like button, please do me a favor, press that like button. It'll only take you a second. It really helps out the video, and comment down below what you think about Madden 21 so far. But make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn that bell notification on, and let's get into the video. Alright, so obviously there's a lot of stuff that EA has added into the offensive playbooks and defensive playbooks for Madden 21, and we're going to talk about that just briefly. I'm going to show you guys some images, read over what I'm seeing in the gridiron notes, and then we're going to go more in depth onto what the defensive AI is going to be looking like and how it's going to be adaptive. So first of all, for offense, it says that while the NFL live playbooks will evoke and receive the season-long live updates, we've also made a lot of changes to our default team playbooks for Madden NFL 21 launch. The first change you'll notice is that all NFL live updates from Madden NFL 20 have been added to all default team playbooks where applicable. So what they're talking about here is pretty much all the updates for playbooks that we got last year are going to be translated into Madden 21, which, that's pretty cool. I definitely think that should have been done. I don't really know why they added it. I guess just a FYI. But then they go on a little bit into how, they're going to be reflecting the specific coaches more. So I guess an example of this would be like the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. So the Carolina Panthers have a different quarterback and they have a different head coach. So the playbook is going to be way different than what we've seen from last year. Kind of the same thing with the Dallas Cowboys. Now they have Mike McCarthy, so it's going to resemble what Mike McCarthy's playbook has looked like in the past when he was actually coaching for the Green Bay Packers. The same also goes for the New England Patriots, how, they had Tom Brady, now they have Cam Newton, so the playbook's going to be a lot more quarterback run heavy than it has been in the past. Then they keep going into how the Panthers hired a new head coach, such and such. Then they go into a little bit on the defensive playbook updates, and they say that our primary goal for the defensive playbooks was to make them more unique by focusing on including the primary formations that each team uses in real life. So they're trying to make it more authentic. They say that this helps ensure that our AI-controlled teams more accurately play to the strength of their personnel while making each opponent feel unique in their approach. So they're trying to diversify what you see while playing the AI, and this also ties into franchise mode because now, you won't always see the same offensive or defensive formation from the AI. You'll be actually able to see, different types of looks from their teams just based on their skill set, and that's really cool. Then they also go into a little bit how, for example, a team may base out of a 3-4, but they may not play 3-4 odd in their playbook. So, you could have a 3-4 base set, but that doesn't mean it's going to have the 3-4 odd or, certain different formations within that 3-4 base set, which is really cool because it makes it more unique once again for that, single team. So kind of like with these images that you see here, you have the even 6-1 for the Detroit Lions. Something that's just going to be different from what you would see like on the Cleveland Browns or something like that. And that's definitely really key, especially if you want to make it way more diverse. But other than that, we're going to go into the adaptive AI now. Alright, so for the adaptive AI, definitely this is something that I have been waiting for, especially if you're a franchise guy. You should be really excited for this. This is probably one thing that's gonna slightly save franchise mode going into this year, because it just makes it so you actually have competition now when you play against the defensive and offensive AI in Madden franchise mode. So we're gonna read over a little bit. And what it says here is that for AI play calling and clock management, play calling and clock management by AI controlled teams was something we spent a lot of time on refining for Madden NFL 21. Super excited about that. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. This has been definitely something that has needed to be added. So it says that primarily to make each game inside a franchise mode and Ultimate Team solos feel more unique and strategic. AI controlled chains will mix up a more diverse set of past concepts so they are less predictable and more aggressive. This is exactly what we needed because it hasn't been that diverse recently. Then they talk a little bit more about clock management, stuff like that. The AI teams will be smarter in handling end of half and end of game situations, so they probably won't chuck it down or run the ball when they have to get like a 3-point lead. Super good. This actually makes me really happy. Then it goes into adaptive AI and AI quarterback updates. Once an NFL quarterback gets to the line of scrimmage and scans the field, he has the option to audible to a play he feels is good versus the current defensive look. I don't think this was in Madden 20, so I'm glad they added it into Madden 21. I could definitely notice that when I played the beta, so thumbs up, thumbs up. They also talk about how they're going to refine adaptive AI logic, which will give AI quarterbacks the ability to audible to pass concepts that are ideal for attacking certain defensive coverages. Once again, just way more depth. That is awesome. That is really huge. So let's see, what else did they talk about here? They also talk about the AI quarterbacks are much better equipped to deal with all-out blitz plays, and in some situations will make the protection by keeping the halfback or tight end into pass block. So pretty much they're making it kind of like how I actually play in Madden, or I actually user plays in Madden, where if you have a guy that's rushing in on the right side, you can get your tight end to block. So that is super awesome. Let's see, it says make sure you use a variety of defensive plays against AI opponents, or they will start making adjustments to counters. So I guess they definitely made the AI smarter, from what it sounds like. Now, obviously, this is all what EA says, not what we've actually seen. For the most part, I would agree with what they're saying based off what I've seen while playing the beta. Then they go into AI ball carrier updates for Madden NFL 21. All AI controlled ball carriers have also seen improvements. AI controlled halfbacks are more decisive in their decisions to pick a running lane and have a more original behavior in the open field. The AI quarterbacks will look to protect themselves and the ball in a realistic way by sliding in the open field or running out of bounds. So this one's a bit iffy for me because when I was playing the beta, there were times where the running back would actually, they would hit the lane, but the offensive line was kind of really weird about it because the offensive line would get stuck next to each other, and then like it was a glitch. And I'm hoping that they fix that when the actual Madden 21 comes out, but based off what they're saying, it all sounds really good, especially with the quarterbacks being more realistic. They're going to run out of bounds now. They didn't really do that much in Madden 20, where they ran out of bounds. They did slide a lot, so I think running out of bounds, that'll be nice. Let's see here. I think that's pretty much all that they talked about for the Gridironists. I think the next update is going to be on July 28th. And they're probably going to be going over Ultimate Team. We'll find out. I'll let you guys know. I mean, I'm not a huge Ultimate Team guy, but it's Madden mode. So if you guys like it, I'll hook you up with that and talk about it. But anyway, guys, if you like the video, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later.